Hello. Hi, welcome to episode 6 of Crazy Bookish Asians. Happy New Year to everybody. This is our first episode of 2024. My name is Lainey, and there's Lisa. Say hi.
Hi.
Elle
Hi, Happy New Year.
and Emmy.
Hello, hello. Happy New Year as well.
Yeah, we're the Crazy Bookish Asians. So once a month, we meet up and discuss a book chosen by one of our members. So today, the book that we chose is by Lisa. So I'll pass it on to her.
Okay, so the book I chose, sorry, I take off my glasses to read the synopsis, is The King of Wrath by Ana Huang. And it is basically about this couple who are forced to get married. It's an arranged marriage by her father. And as you can see, it's a enemies to lovers book. So just a short synopsis. I didn't want to read the whole thing unless you want me to. So who wants to start off with the review? Who should we start off with?
I think Emmy should start.
No, honestly, I think we should start off on a high note. So Elaine should start, I think.
I can start too.
Or
on a
maybe,
high
oh yeah,
note.
sorry, Loisa. Yeah,
You know what?
Loisa.
Elle should start because she hasn't started a review first.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Elle.
All right. Okay.
What's your take
Elle.
on the
Elle.
book? What's your take on the book?
Okay. I'm all giddy because while this book is not perfect, this was a very solid read for me. Heart, Emmy. Heart.
What is Emmy?
I don't know. Maybe I read it at the right time, but this totally hit the spot for me. I have my notes. Okay, so it totally hit the spot for me. Interestingly enough, considering I'm not a fan of billionaire romance, I'm not a fan of that like high society, and also considering that I'm not a fan when there's deception right from the beginning. But even despite all that, I actually really like this. I think in my head, like after reading this, I know I'm trying to make Emmy's day, or like no, like this.
Stop.
I, it's, for me, it's got the right amount of heat. It's got the, I think I did like the dynamics. I actually even like the dirty talk. Some like a little dirty talk, right, by the hero, and I think there's some really sweet moments, and then just the right amount of drama for me. I mean, like I said, it's not perfect. There are things that really bothered me. See, my thoughts are more cohesive because I made actual notes. So,
Okay. Let us hear your thoughts, your
Yes.
cohesive thoughts.
Your cohesive thoughts, yes.
I know, right? Okay, so like I said, it's not perfect. That there are things that bother me, right? So first of all, the Lao family dynamics. I like being Asian background. Clearly, all of us here being Asian background, and mind you, not we're not part of that strata of society. But whether it's real or not, I hate, hate that kind of pervasive mentality with Asian parents and like the dynamics between the parents and the children. Yes, I get it still happened, but I honestly didn't appreciate that. I mean, I that took up points in my head, like for Vivian, because like girl, like I hear ya, but like I didn't like her thoughts, especially when she's around her parents, right? So um I didn't like the translation, or that I had to look up the translation because luckily, like in Amazon, like how if you highlight it, you can get it translated. I didn't like that I had to guess, right? So some of the words, and I was like, and it's funny because like there were no translation, and in my head, like
Oh.
Joe speaks Italian,
Right. I was gonna
right?
say when Dante is speaking in Italian. It's just to be
Yes,
clear.
exactly. Right, exactly. Yeah, so exactly when Dante is speaking Italian, right? Because like Joe speaks Italian to me. I wouldn't have questioned what he said, like, but you don't find out. Okay, I guess. Oh, we always forget the disclaimer that we talk
Oh,
about
the
spoilers in this book.
spoilers.
Right. Spoilers.
Spoiler
Sorry,
alert.
there might be spoilers for this book.
FYI.
Yes. Anyway, so you don't find out till the end that Vivian actually understood him. But like, I didn't know that. I was wondering if she was guessing. I mean, because I was guessing, and then was she guessing, right? Um, and I think I didn't like the fact that it would have been nicer for me if I saw more cultural reference, like either from each side of the family. Because if not for their last name and a few Italian words thrown in, like there were nothing referred to. I mean, around the like Vivian's cultural background. Yes, she's Chinese descent from Hong Kong, but it would have been nice to see like some food references or some like family, like like tradition and stuff.
Well,
I
she talked
mean,
about dim something.
Did you
Am
read?
I
Did you not
finding the
read the
dim
bonus?
sum?
Did you not read the bonus scene?
Oh, I didn't. I
well,
didn't read it.
I
did.
did. I haven't read it yet,
I
right?
did. Okay. All right. Then I won't
And
spoil it.
I think it was funny because there's a whole disclaimer in the beginning, right? There's like, oh, content warning, like explicit scenes. Here's the QR code, and I'm like, okay, that was overkill for me because I was like, okay, we get it. There's explicit scenes. Like, who are these people who needs a QR code to find out exactly what kind of like hot scenes are they gonna see, right? But anyways, having said that, like I said, it's not perfect, but I love this book. I totally I totally enjoyed it. I actually started reading book two. I think Dante's and Vivian's dynamic. I think, like I said, I think I'm a mood reader, so I think it this we got. I started reading this at the right time. I was in the right mindset, so yes, I totally enjoyed this. So that is my take on this book. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Al.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so next, I think we should go with Elaine.
Emmy, no, Emmy.
No,
Emmy?
no, no. Those, Elaine
So
should
she
go.
wants to
Yes.
be last.
Yes.
No, no, because we
Lainey.
should talk about the positives. No, I'm not gonna say.
Oh. Okay, go ahead, Lainey.
So I have a feeling Emmy doesn't have positive notes, but as I have to side with Loisa. Lisa, it's been a 2 wins for me. All your book choices.
I
I
know.
It's been 2 wins for me. I love this book. First of all, I love reading about Asians because there's not a lot out there. And as an Asian, I would like to read more. I mean, we're not Chinese. Well, Lisa is Chinese. So I'm not Chinese. So I like to read about Asian culture. But as I agreed with Loisa, I wish it was more because even Dante supposedly has an accent, right? Like he had an Italian accent, but he didn't really grow up in Italy, did he? So
That's
it
what I
didn't
mean.
seem.
I was a little confused by that because, anyways, okay, go on.
Yeah. So I mean, for her, I get it because I think it's just a little bit. I mean, for lack of a better term, whitewash because she grew up in the States. It felt like, and the father was all about kind of assimilating. It sounds like sort of just kind of prove that they're as good. So I can see why they would not have that Asian kind of influences as much. But I loved it. I liked it. I mean, I think I almost okay, Lois. I know you hated the dynamics with the family. L. Sorry, I can say L. Sorry, if I say Loisa, I meant L.
Well,
I keep forgetting she is L in the book world. but um, but at the same time, I think I get it. Like I understand. I think as an Asian, I get because there are still that dynamic of like you just
Right.
obey your
Yeah.
like.
No, I get it too, but I've always hated that dynamic.
I know you hate it. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I just don't get that they're so willing for arranged marriages though. Like that is like they're so willingly just accept it. Like I feel like even I think modern Asians will fight it more than they did because they just willingly accepted that they're set for arranged marriages. So that was kind of odd to me. Dante, I like. I mean, again, I think it helped that you get his. I do like his POV. I like the dual
Yeah.
POVs.
Yeah.
most of the time in books, because you get the motivation, you get sort of the background, and he's a likable character. He wasn't really presented as a bad guy per se. I think he was just like a businessman, but he was never really presented as a villain. Like, and I was okay with that. Like,
No, but like
and
a bit for me, that's like catnip, right? When he's just specific to that, you know.
I know, yeah, like he's just bad enough. Like he was never, but you can see he softens up pretty fast. And I like that they didn't drag out the attraction. Like you can tell right away there was attraction. They didn't act on it fast, maybe, but you can tell. I mean, yeah, I guess they did sort of like teases, like they were like teasers in the library, and when they were in Bali, I guess were the teasers. But it happened pretty early on. Who else? The father, I think, was. I actually like the fact that they didn't redeem his character, like the Lao.
Mm,
Like he was bad until the end, right? Because
yeah, yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
they always like they don't want anybody bad, and they kind of at the end he has a change of heart. But no, like he was bad all throughout. Like he didn't have a change of heart, and he was bad. And I kind of like that he sort of at the end they just kind of let him be bad and sort of left him alone. Um, but again, I like the side character, and because the next character, but the one of the next book is about a Chinese Filipino. I also started reading the King of Pride because I'm like, oh my god, I like those characters. I like because the introduction of Kai and Izzy. So it kind of intrigued me enough to get me into reading the next book. But again, it's a win for me. I really enjoyed it.
So just to preface this, me and Emmy both wanted to choose Ana Huang as our next pick because I had been
Okay,
looking for our next pick, right? So
right.
we both were looking at this book at the same time, but she told me I could go ahead and choose it, so I did. So let's see what
All right.
Emmy
Well,
thinks about the book.
I'm glad I didn't pick it.
Oh,
Okay, okay. It's the same as Lois. I think maybe I'm. It's just the mood that I was in when I read it. Like I find lately, romance books have been a hit or miss for me. So, not that this is a complete miss, but I will say, I gave Jordan from Birthday Girl a really hard time the last time. Like my criticism of her, I think I'm taking it back. Because no, honestly, Vivian to me, I think like right off the bat, like I just didn't like her. I thought she was a doormat and her character arc was pretty useless to me even at the end when she ended up standing up to her father. I just never liked her to begin with, which I think kind of ruined the book for me. So, but even Dante, I actually didn't like Dante as well because even though there were some parts like you guys were saying that it was really romantic, and I will say that I do like the steamy scenes. I thought they were well done. The amount of the steamy scenes that Anna Huang wrote was just enough. It wasn't like you had to wait like 70% for the hot scenes to happen, right? Like it was almost like insta lust, which I actually did like. But aside from there's also some parts that I did like Kai. I did like Kai and Isabella. Um, I honestly those were the parts I was looking forward to actually when Kai or Isabella would be in there. But otherwise, I didn't really like any of the characters. Even Dante to me wasn't he just didn't hit the mark for me, which actually made it hard for me to read the whole book because usually when I read romance books I have a picture of who the characters are in my head because I'm kind of visual like that, but with this book I literally had a hard time picturing who these characters are, and honestly I didn't give a crap. That I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna read it for the book club, right? Like I said, Vivian was a doormat, I thought, and Dante, uh, it was just, yeah, I there's just something about him. I didn't like the fact that he did that revenge with Heath, the ex-boyfriend, over
Oh, right.
just
Yes.
for the fact that he was the ex-boyfriend. Like the guy literally didn't do anything to him. And in a way, he didn't even really. This is another thing. I was actually hoping almost that Heath would end up with Vivian. I was like, usually would love, yeah, yeah, I usually would love triangles. I was like, right away, like with Twilight, it's like Team Edward all the way. But with this one, that's why I kind of knew right away that, Dante wasn't it for me because I was actually rooting for Heath. I was like, oh, because in my head too, I think I pictured as Heath Ledger, I think. So that's why I was like, oh, I hope Vivian ends up with. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
sorry. It's
We're
because my
trying not
audio.
to talk over you.
Oh, that's so nice.
We're giving you your
That's so
moment.
thank you. And then I actually have notes.
Okay, go.
Okay. Oh, and the arranged marriage thing, right? I understand that's a very old world thing. Maybe it's I don't know if it's common with the aristocracy, American aristocracy. But I feel like if you're gonna go that route where it's so old world, the fact that the whole racial thing didn't really come up until almost to the end when the mom discussed it with Vivian, right, saying that, oh, you don't know what we had to go through, the challenges that your father had to be where he's at. That I feel like that should have been a constant part of the story, considering that Chinese and Italian, I mean, those are two races that are really, if you're talking about old world, they're very concerned, about marrying their own kind, right? Like Chinese marry Chinese, Italian, like, so I feel like that should have been a big part of the relationship as well, how they dealt with the cultural, issues. And also, Loisa, you're right. Like, I mean, I was giving you a hard time about the dim sum before, but you're right. Like, aside really from all these tidbits that, about the eating dim sum and stuff, we never really got a lot of that. And I know it's a romance, right? It doesn't really, it shouldn't have to deal with the heavy stuff, but at the same time, if you're going to include that close to the end, I feel like that should have been a whole part of the story, like that whole racial tension, not just the status of, like, Vivian's family, trying to enter that closed world. I hope I'm not offending anyone with these remarks, but I just from
No,
personal, just from
Oh,
my personal experience, I feel like, Italians and Chinese, it's really something like I kind of, yeah, I was just hoping that that's something that the author should have dealt with more. But I do understand as well that it's a romance, so
yeah. I
there's a
think it was
whole,
more of a class thing. I think that's what she
yeah.
kind of,
But I feel like
rather
if they're
than
no,
gonna,
the racial
but I feel like if you're
issues.
gonna go there, like in terms of the caste
yeah,
system, I feel like that should have been.
right.
I feel like that was a more important aspect of who they are to me. Anyway,
Right.
I know you guys probably won't agree, but I feel like, yeah, not just a. And I feel like even with the class system, right? Like what the mom said, that's also like the racial thing should have been included. I think because I feel like that's a part of the hardship of
So this is
the the Mr. Lau being able to even get into the Boston section of the club. They made it sound like race really it's just a monetary
Oh,
issue, but I feel like that's
right.
also a
Yeah,
racial issue
yeah,
that I
yeah.
think that should have been included.
No, that, but I
mm,
think that's the thing.
oh, Loisa,
And
your
then what
audio.
else?
I
It's
have to change my audio again. Okay, so 1 second. Yeah, yeah.
no,
That's
it's just
probably
Try
better.
better.
So
to
then I ended up
okay.
not talking. I ended up not talking over Emmy. So 1 second.
Oh no, it's okay.
Just keep the okay. Sorry, guys, we're having some technical
That's
issues in 2024. It's a
Okay,
bang.
my speaker again. I think
Okay,
okay,
that's good.
Emmy,
Yeah.
because I they focus more on the new money versus old money. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
the trouble is if we started talking about race, is now we're now gonna get into the perfect minority with the Asian mentality being wanting to be the perfect minority so that they're accepted by the majority race. And I think I don't know if Anna Huang has the skill to actually get into that and not
That's
sound
true.
preachy. That's a
Yeah, no,
problem
it's
because with
and I do,
right.
yeah, I do understand. With a romance book, it's hard to deal with
Yes.
topics like that.
I mean, you
But I feel
can.
like
I mean, I've had good authors talk about like social issues without being too preachy, but I've also seen it done wrong. That now they're sounding like they're pontificating, right? Just to get their political agenda into it. So it has to be done very like
so I feel like
delicately.
she shouldn't have included that part in the end with the mom talking about the hardships what the dad had,
Right.
like, yeah, I feel like, okay, well, if that's really, if you didn't want to discuss that, then that should have been included, I
But it
think.
wasn't necessarily because he was Asian, though. I think it's because he was like they were like
No, they did
poor.
discuss it in the end, though. Like, it was almost so subtle that the way the mom worded it, but you can tell it was a
Okay.
racial issue,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like, okay, then if she didn't want to go there, then it was just really weird to me, that aspect. Like, I think that was, I found it almost jarring that it was like, why are they not discussing the race issue? Like, it's even anyways, I have more to say, so.
Oh, oh,
I guess
Oh
it
no,
wasn't. It
okay, I did
wasn't.
part.
It wasn't this for Emmy. It wasn't
No.
this.
Oh no, but there is a part Christian. There
Who's
was a part that I
Christian?
really did like Christian, the tech guy
oh, the
who's
IT
friend.
guy.
I
IT
did
Yeah.
guy,
like, and
yeah.
that what he did with as a revenge for what
Oh, right.
I thought that
Oh,
was kind of cool. I was like, yeah, you go Christian, when he sent that fake text. I was like, I like that part. And then I just put here, Dante and Vivian are so stupid with that whole miscommunication thing.
Which one?
Which one was
I,
that?
I can't believe you like Keith. Keith. What's his name? What was
I
the guy's
know.
name?
Yeah, I did like him compared to Dante,
He
honestly.
was like
But
he just got rid of her and then just like
but he
decided
made
to come
he
back.
made his money his own way, and the reason that he waited that time, like the 2 years, to contact Vivian again, was because he was waiting for his company to be successful.
No, but
They're
So I
not
think he
meant
made his
to
own money. It
be.
wasn't like, I just got this money from my ancestors.
he
I
should have
made
just
it my
gone
way.
for her. He
You know
just
what?
2 years
I
is a long
know.
I don't
time.
care. You know what? Let
two
me
years.
say my piece. What is that miscommunication trope that I was talking about?
There was
I was like,
Nobody knows.
I was like, I hate this trope. They're so stupid. Vivian is so vapid, not
Oh
relatable.
God.
Oh, the not relatable with Vivian for the shopping thing. I think how it's almost like, I think Ana Huang was like kind of just projecting with Vivian about all the shopping that she was doing, all the designer stuff, and how it cost, like the money when they went to Paris, all that money that she spent. I was like, "Nah, I didn't like that part.
You know what? Maybe I was comparing it to Crazy Rich Asians. That's why.
I
But
know.
I was like, oh, it's
Yeah.
believable. All this stuff is
But
believable.
even then, I think the heroine was a lot more likable in that one. Okay, I'm sorry, I just didn't like. I'm also having wine without eating anything, so that could be it too. I'm
Oh
so
no, you
hungry.
should
This
eat
is
I'm
something.
so hungry right
this
now.
is this is
Is the
a
last thing you
drunken
had is
a
that bun that
drunken
I saw
rant.
you with at lunch?
Yeah, because we're having a late dinner right now because we had
Oh,
guests. So,
okay.
anyways, yeah. Oh yeah, and then the racism only discussed at the end as an exclamation point. But what is that miscommunication trope that I'm talking about?
Nobody knows.
There's none.
But
I hate it. I shouldn't say hate. I'm sorry. I don't hate anything, but it's
okay,
just like I
Anna, Elle and I are behind you, except for Emmy. You can just chuck her to the side. You can chuck her to the side. Oh, we haven't heard Lisa's yet. We haven't heard Lisa's comment.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
Oh yeah, oh,
Lisa,
sure. I'm sorry. I was
Lisa
No,
hasn't
like,
said
no,
her
are
piece
you? No,
yet.
no. I want
sorry.
Emmy to finish first. So are
Okay,
No,
you?
no,
go.
that's
Go.
it.
Finish your thoughts.
Yeah, finish your thoughts, Emmy.
No, that's it.
Stop
I'm
interrupting you
sorry.
two.
No, no, go ahead. I
Not
think
inter-
that's it. That's
we're
the most important.
like going against her negative comment.
My negative vibes.
Oh my
Vibes.
God, you people have cracked me up.
Okay,
So I think
Lisa.
I'm in between everybody here, which seems to be the theme, anyways, when we do these reviews. I'm sort of in between everything. So I think that I read it at a good time as well because, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. But I liked it enough that, that I think I might read the next two books, but I'm not
Emmy.
sure. I'm not sure. So we'll see about
Okay.
that. It's
Well, tell
encouraged
us
me
what
to
you like.
maybe read the. So
Okay.
I'll tell you what I liked about it was that I thought it was written pretty okay. And it was an easy read. It was an easy read. That's what I liked about it. Um, and the hot scenes were pretty good. They were pretty hot. I didn't really enjoy the dirty talk as much. Maybe a little bit too vulgar just for me.
I don't even
So
I
remember the
don't even
dirty
remember
talk.
it. Yeah, honestly.
yeah, some of it was
I'll
sort of like I
see.
was like, whoa, right?
Was it too much?
It was just a little bit too.
Never, never.
It's because like they hate each other, and all of a sudden he's saying stuff and she's saying stuff, and I'm like, no, actually, it was just him, really, right? And I was like, whoa, okay, right?
The limo.
Yes,
When they,
yes, yes, the limo scene. I was like,
Okay, that was kind
okay,
of like
right?
that was a little like ooh.
That was
So
a
I
good
didn't
scene. Yeah. Yeah.
I really didn't enjoy the beginning because I have to agree with Emmy. I just thought that Vivian had no backbone. Even right up until the end, even though she stood up for herself a little bit more towards the end, it wasn't enough because she she just didn't stand up to her family, right? I'm not saying like piss off your family and tell them off and be completely, disrespectful, right? But what I'm saying is build your boundaries, right? And stick to the boundaries. And, what her father did was just horrendous. And, I just totally disliked her father. I thought he was like an idiot. And I didn't really like Dante too much. I didn't hate him because, hate's a very strong word. But, I disliked him. He was pretty like not a great character until the end when he kind of groveled to her. Then like when he finally, showed his true feelings and his true colors, then to me it softened my thought about him. So I kind of liked him a little bit more towards the end because he did really grovel, right? And she did give him sort of like slightly a tough time, not as tough as she should have, right? Um, but yeah, I enjoyed reading it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. So I was kind of in between the three of you.
okay,
Well,
same.
I didn't
I
have like strong feelings towards loving it. I didn't have strong feelings towards hating it, but it was enough that I enjoyed it that I would think about reading the next two books. It just get me interested enough. So
But okay, I was gonna say something. I know you guys didn't like the sort of passive characters, which I am not really. But again, at the same time, they can't all be spunky
no,
kind
I get that. Yeah, yeah,
of.
no, I get that.
no,
But
But
and
they
she
don't
was
have
and
to
I
be
just
wonder.
doormats, though. They don't have.
No,
She
but
doesn't
I
have to be a
and I,
What?
doormat,
but
though.
but I
But
wonder.
it's a real
No, but
characteristic. I find
I
like
think that's
but
what
I
it
just
is,
found
right?
that makes it kind
but
of more real because not everybody's gonna fight back. Not
But
no, but
I
I
everybody's.
just
wonder, but maybe it's all our personal thing going into it. Because I think, let's face it, I think the four of us are kind of like the ones kind of that buck the trend, right? Like we're not your typical Asian daughters. I mean, as
We're
far as
not.
I'm kind of,
I'm, I'm very traditional, guys.
oh please.
Same, same.
Oh please. Oh
Mhm.
please.
says the girl with the pink hair.
Excuse me. That's my natural hair color.
It grows like that.
It goes like that. I can't do
I,
anything about it.
I wonder if we're just all being too hard. I mean, I didn't like Elaine, like Lady. I didn't like also like Vivian, but I wonder if we just all kind of like being too hard on Vivian because I guess there are.
I didn't mind her. Like, I like.
No, but honestly, like the fact that she just agreed like that to an arranged marriage, like her and her sister. Like
But
what kind of kids are this?
but again,
Uh
I think
oh.
this leads back to the fact that the father did all these things to get to where they are, and I felt like maybe they kind of explained that this is her way of helping them, like because she can't really help monetary, but I felt this is like
Yeah, but the
a
father
way
did
of
it for his
upping their
own
status.
he did it for
I
his own gain.
know,
He doesn't give a crap about those kids, right? And
but
that's
they
what
don't
pissed
know
No.
me
that.
off. That's what pissed me off, right?
But
I
they
almost wish
don't
we
know
got
that.
his POV. I think the
I
father's
know.
POV. That would have been interesting. Would have made the
Because
book
That
those
would have been
exciting.
that would have been fiction, Emmy. That would have been like
because
just
those
a
two
regular
This
girls
is
are
fiction.
fiction.
smart.
No, but the father's manipulative. Like it makes it seem like this is all for the family, and we all know it's not,
Mm.
obviously. But kind of goes with like this is like kind of convince them whatever he does is all for the family. I can't believe you guys didn't like the book.
I didn't say I didn't
Loisa,
like it. I enjoyed
Loisa,
it.
yeah.
I just didn't love it.
I know, Louis.
I didn't hate it
Loisa
either.
loved it,
I
I
know.
didn't
and
hate it
Elisa
Hell,
either.
didn't hate it.
I didn't
hell,
hate it.
I know.
I actually liked the ending because of it seemed like, Dante to me slightly redeemed himself, right?
Right.
With his groveling, right? And so I enjoyed that part because, he really opened up, right? Because the whole book he was like this jerk, right? Like just an ass, right? About everything. Oh, I'm gonna make sure I don't marry her, blah blah blah, you know, and I don't like her, blah blah blah. And then finally gets his epiphany, right? And then it shows how he's trying to like make amends with her. So, you know,
Yeah, but while he was saying all those assholey things, his actions like spoke differently. Like you
yeah,
can
but he's still an
tell.
asshole, man. No. No.
And
He
he was
is
forced into the marriage. He was forced into it. He was blackmailed. So
His
the fact
stupid
that
brother. His stupid brother.
the brother, it's really all the brother's fault at the end of
It
the
I
day.
really is.
know it
Yeah.
was. Yeah,
I wonder
yeah,
if it would have
yeah.
worked out if Luke was the one who's
Who?
supposed to marry the brother, Luke, right? Lucas or whatever. Is that his name?
Luca.
What
Oh,
is wrong
right.
with Dante?
Luca, that's his name, I think. I wrote
Luca.
it
What
Okay.
is
down.
Yeah,
wrong with Dante?
Luca. Luca.
Luca is
Yeah,
like a
Luca.
loser of the family. You can't have him be
But I
married.
feel like it would have been more interesting with Luca, whatever his name is, and
Oh, so
Vivi.
they need,
Baby.
But oh my
like a
god,
sort a crossover where the older brother falls in love with her or whatever.
no,
I
no.
don't know. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out
No,
there. I
but
don't know.
oh my god, but there was that one scene that oh my god, like I mean you're right, like I mean Vivian like had very little redeeming qualities, I guess, especially for the most part. But that scene with the robbery where she just froze, because that fight or flight, she just
Yeah.
froze, right? And I'm like, huh?
So like that was a little
You're that
annoying.
much of a thing, right? What that was super annoying. I'm like,
I actually
you
thought that would have been a
froze.
good scene, though. It would have been a good scene for her to show some backbone or like show some strength, inner strength. I was like, no, no, she was still a
Yeah.
doormat even then. I'm
She couldn't
sorry. I
do
know,
anything.
like
She
you
was
guys
just
like
too.
her.
But
It
it's
was just
okay. That but Dante took care of
I didn't like her. I didn't hate her, but
Elle and I love. No, I'm just joking.
But I have to agree with Emmy on the part of the Heath, what Dante did to Heath. I thought that didn't make any sense. Like punch him,
Yeah.
fine, whatever,
I
right?
thought
I
Heath
don't agree
deserved
with
it.
violence. Like I
Oh
don't
no,
think
but what
it
did Heath really do to deserve that
so
though?
I
What
just
did
Well,
he do?
Hello, he was
he,
trying to poach
I
Vivian
know,
in
but that
right
doesn't
in
mean
front of my
you
face.
should ruin his business.
but
Like I
he
just did not
only
agree with that.
went for it because, yeah,
I didn't
because
agree with
she's
that.
getting married. She's getting
No, it
married.
was no, but even Dante said if he was Heath, right? Like he would have fought for Vivian, and I think that's what Heath was doing. And the reason why there was a time lag was because he was just
Two
waiting.
years.
He was waiting for his company to be successful.
Yeah.
You understand?
But in the
A
meantime,
company
he
doesn't
could
take
have kept in
overnight to be
he could have
successful.
he could have
What?
kept in touch all this time and says,
Hey,
Vivian,
they
wait for
did.
me, wait
They
for
did keep
me.
in touch. Like they were
They
even
did.
Two
saying they were keeping in
years.
touch,
No, but
but
they
it was
kept
just
in
like
touch. Yeah.
yeah, but it was just with the texting, and it's Vivian who's like really standoffish, right? I guess she wasn't really interested in him, but I am Team Heath. Team.
Team Jacob. Team Jacob.
Team
Actually, I
I
Jacob.
did like
know.
Team.
Tim Ed.
Oh God, I was Team Jacob too.
But see, so
Edward was
you
all
sh-
over the place.
but you should understand about being Team Heath then.
No, Heath was like useless.
He took Team Edward.
And he was surfing. He's in from he's enjoying his time in California. So it's nice. It was nice.
I'm gonna stay neutral because I've got three sisters.
No, Lisa, you have to take
Lisa,
sides.
go
We're
take
four.
sides.
Neutral.
Take
Take
sides.
I
sides,
am your
Lisa.
sister-in-law.
I'm sorry.
I,
Our first episode is really crazy because it seems like Emmy's already drunk and I'm a little tipsy.
I was just yeah, I know I should have eaten something before, but anyways,
I munched on something.
it's
Do you know that
okay.
burger you had at lunch wasn't very big, Emmy?
Oh, Emmy.
I know.
By the way, I really enjoyed my soup. It was very good.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
The
She
wonton
went
is
to
really good.
Bing's. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Ooh.
try that. I'm gonna go
Oh,
there again. That was my first time.
Oh.
Yeah. We saw her. We saw her at the mall. So
Yeah.
Mm.
today, yeah.
I feed a dog to the
Wander
box.
like a lost girl.
You do this?
Looking for Bings. Where is Bings?
No, I was like watching, right? I'm like, hey, that looks like Ben, right?
Oh yeah.
And then it was Ben.
Okay, wait. So wait, what else usually we talk about? Oh, so I guess who did you imagine? I think this is the next
Yes, who
thing
did
we
you guys
usually.
imagine? Because I didn't. I don't never really imagine anybody when I read.
Young
them, so.
David Gandy.
No, I feel like he would have been. I imagine
Young.
Michael Morone. Because
Oh
I
no,
did that.
but I thought about him, but he's too mob-ish. Like
I know, but he just
Yeah.
kept popping in my mind. Emmy,
No,
Nobody?
actually I ended up picturing someone like after I read the book because I was like, oh, who would be a good thing if I have to cast someone in a movie? And the guy from Gabriel's Inferno, he's
Right.
actually Italian, Italian, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
yes.
for the girl, I was thinking of that of Claudia Kim, who was in
Oh,
the Marvel, like the Avengers, Age of Ultron. She just played a minor role. She's like one of the
oh, the
doctors.
scientist.
Yeah,
Yes,
the scientist. She was, but
yes.
when I was reading the book, honestly, that's how much I did not care for this book that I literally had like it
Yeah.
was weird. Like it was almost like a blank slate. I was like blank pens
You know who I
doing the deed.
pictured? Yeah, I didn't picture anyone too for Vivian's character, but then as we're talking right now, I almost like the younger version. I like, maybe in her younger years, I don't know her name, but she's done a lot of like Top Chef Canada, the Asian
Top
woman.
Chef.
Top Chef
Oh, who is
Canada.
it?
I've never
Yeah.
watched. I don't think I've
She's
watched Top
chef.
Chef Canada.
She's a
Wait,
chef
Top
then,
Chef
boys.
Canada.
Yeah, one sec.
Look at us all googling.
I
No.
know.
Top Chef Canada.
Well, you guys look
Yeah,
for it. 'Cause
she's been one of the judges.
Oh, judge. Okay, judge.
Yeah.
Images. Let's go images. Oh, yeah.
wait,
Who
What's
is
her
it?
Judge?
name?
I don't know.
I
The
have a
younger
picture
version.
here. A younger
Yeah, what's her
version of her.
name?
Okay. What is her name?
Yeah.
I have the picture here.
Moo Joon Pak? Mi
No.
Jeon Pak? No, I don't even know who the
Top
heck.
No.
Chef
Oh
Canada.
my God! Who the heck
I
is that?
put,
Who
I
the
put
heck
Top
is
Chef
that?
Canada Asian. Came up with Suser Lee.
Let's try this
Oh,
again.
Sister Lee could be the dad. Could be
The
Francis.
grandpa, maybe.
What? No, Susan Lee's not that old.
No,
He's
Look
got
at
two
that.
sons that are in their 30s.
that's true. He
He's
has
the
sons
he
that
could
could
be he could be the father.
Oh,
he
He
could
could
be
be
Francis.
Papa Lau. He could be Papa
I like that. Top Chef Canada judge. Sister
Susan
Lee.
Lee.
Top Chef Canada Asian judge. Suser Lee.
Wait, hold on.
What is
Hold
her
on.
name?
Oh my
Hold
God,
on.
what's
Paul
her
Kim.
name?
Yeah, but I
Oh,
think Suser Lee would be a great Lau, the father Lau.
oh, Mi Jun Park.
Yeah, that's what I
Mi
just
Jun
said.
Park.
Mish Park. Yeah, Mish
That's her
Park.
name?
Yeah.
Mi Jun Park.
Pak. Pak.
Oh, Pat.
There's
He
his
is
Yeah,
This
part
yeah,
chef.
guy.
yeah.
here. Yeah,
Maybe I
yeah.
will
Oh, she's
show
not
He's
even
you.
a chef.
She's not even Chinese.
I know. That's right. Even
He's like
Claudia Kim, she's
Korean.
Korean too. Yeah.
Oh, she's
Claudia
Oh.
Kim is Korean too. So, I mean, for,
Yeah.
like actually, uh, I
I
guess we can
imagine
even just
Jamie
go to,
Chung. You know,
oh,
she's the
Oh,
young
yeah.
yeah.
Jamie
Yeah.
Chung.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I can see her in it. Hold on. Oh, there
I
it is.
was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
I
I can
can't
see
I
this.
can't
yes.
picture her playing I can't picture her playing such a vapid character though.
Jamie Chung?
Yeah.
So,
I
Jamie
like
Emmy,
Chung.
are you
Jim.
saying that you love Jordan from the previous book then? Is that what you're
I know
saying?
now I'm kind of like compared to Vivian. I might upgrade my birthday girl rating. I might upgrade it honestly.
What did you
To a
put? 1 star?
Yeah, I give it a 1
1.5.
star, but I think I might do a 2 for that one then.
They can't all be spunky, Emmy. They can't be all spunky
No,
characters.
but they shouldn't be doormats either. They should be
Yeah,
a
they
nice in
could be.
between.
They
No,
could be
no, they can't.
doormats.
No,
No, but I
no, they
think
can't.
that was her redemption arc, like when she talked to the dad.
Yeah. She got this owned,
Twice she
guys.
talked to the
She got
dad.
this owned. What else can she do? What else do you
It
want?
wasn't enough. It wasn't enough,
What
Elle.
else?
It wasn't enough. Not enough.
Please,
Lainey, we
please.
can't all love these heroines, okay? It's okay to hate them.
No. It's okay. I speak up for all the doormats out there. I know you exist, and it's okay to be yourself. You don't have to be spunky. You don't have to talk back if you
No,
don't
okay,
want.
okay. If you were her friend, like if you were Isabella or that other girl, like I can't remember her name. Like what
Don't.
would you what
Well,
would you
I
advise?
feel like I'm the spunky character in my group of friends, and I have doormat friends who I just accept them. Well, I'm not gonna tell you who, but
But I
It's
feel like
we're recording, so don't say names.
yeah.
no, but I know people who are not gonna talk back, who just sort of. And I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying they exist.
No, I do understand, especially in
Ooh,
Asian culture. Like I mean, we're all Asians. We
Emmy.
do know that the character
And
exists.
then
So
Yeah.
remember, you did have that friend, Emmy. Remember, she's not even Asian, who couldn't even stand up to her dad. Remember?
which one? Which
Oh,
one?
don't say
Don't
names.
say names. Don't say names.
In high
I'm
Starting
saying
the
school?
C.
oh, don't say names.
That's all I said.
Anonymous.
Yeah,
I
you had
mean,
a
I don't
friend
even
like
know.
that.
Actually, I don't even know who you're talking about.
but they deserve happy endings too.
No, but what did Dante really see in her though, really? Because she's just pretty.
No, she like stood up to him.
It's
Like
just
she's
So
not.
not
you know what I don't get?
intimidated.
Okay, what I don't get is that she could stand up to Dante, but she couldn't stand up to her parents. So she gave
That's
him a hard time right from the beginning, but she couldn't do that with her parents. That's what I don't
that's that.
understand.
I think that's that's her thing. That's just the parents really like she could not
Troll
sort of
on her, I
cover.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But she
Dante
could
even
over
said
everybody
it.
else. She's
Dante,
fine.
remember, Dante even said it. Like, I mean, you're such a different person in front of your father. Like, said, why can you, like, you know better. But even Dante
She knows that
accepted her
about
for who she
herself.
is.
They're both
But
idiots,
yeah,
that's why.
how could you not, Emmy and Lisa?
I
I
guess they
didn't say I
deserve each
hate.
other then.
I didn't say I hated the book. I already said I might want to read the next two books. That's what
No,
I told Emmy yesterday. Don't get mad at me because I talked to her about it.
How dare you?
Actually want to read this because I actually want to get to book 3 because I
oh yeah,
love
yeah, you're
second
saying.
chances.
But
That'll be
I feel like
Dominic and Alessandra.
yeah, I'm very excited for the next book because I like opposite attracts as well. And she's like
Kai.
he's a straight laced guy, and she's like the crazy purple
You
haired
know Kai, I pictured who Kai right away. Like, yes, that's why I know
crazy
I
rich
really liked
Asians.
him. Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you did you
Yeah,
did you
for
picture
sure, for sure.
Henry?
Yeah,
Elaine and I
Henry.
picture Henry.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, "Oh my god," but I didn't like the writing style as well, so I don't think I'm gonna read the other
Oh,
books then.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
so see, I mean
Although the
the
steamy scenes
writing.
though, but the steamy scenes were
Yeah,
good. I did like the steamy
yeah,
scenes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The limo scene was good, yeah.
So maybe it is good that you didn't choose her book then, Emmy,
Yeah,
as their book
yeah,
club
yeah.
choice,
I
right?
mean, not that
And that I
I
took it
don't
away from you.
no, no, seriously, not that I pick winners all the time, but that's what this book club is for, right? So, we get
Yeah.
to read stuff
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
hate or
yeah. Of
like
course,
and
yeah.
discuss it, yeah.
Yeah. Again,
Exactly.
the goal is to introduce each other to new
Yeah,
authors
yeah.
and like
Yeah.
maybe I think Emmy's gonna pick the genre for her pick, but we
Yeah,
shall.
but you
And
know.
you know what? Well, I mean, I've been meaning because Anna Wang's been on my radar for a bit, so I'm glad, like I'm
Yeah,
glad
that we got to read
Good.
it.
to
Yeah,
pick
me
her.
too.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
I have
should we rate it now? All right, Elle, what's your rating?
I give this 4.5.
Wow, that's the highest. That's the highest
That's
you've given,
I
I
good.
think. Yeah.
it is the highest. I mean,
Yeah.
although I mean, on the Goodreads, this will probably be a 4 star, right? On the Goodreads, but like that those tiny issues, like I said, they're tiny issues, so they're point 0.5. But I will give this 4 officially, but unofficially 4.5.
All right.
It
And
is
Yay.
the highest I've
Elaine,
given, isn't it? It's the highest.
yeah.
okay, it is. Okay,
Yeah,
guys, you
because you
know
gave
me.
my
I'm
last
very
book a 4.
Okay,
You
bye.
gave
I'm
my
done.
last
Thank you.
you gave
I
my
wonder
last
what
book a 4,
mm,
I'm
right?
very
You gave my
generous.
I know what Lainey.
Lane, yes, Laney.
First of all, I'm gonna say enemies to lovers, Asian, rich, 5 stars.
You
It's
did
gonna
that
be
for my
so
last book
funny.
too. I
I
got
know. I
two
said
5 stars from
Lisa,
you and two
you
four
picked
stars
winners for me.
from L. Two 4 stars from L. Okay.
I'm
I
very
know,
Next.
generous
Lisa.
with my
Well
reading.
done. Like,
Oh no, my last book from Emmy was a 4, but I don't know about this one. Go ahead,
Okay.
Emmy.
So with me, I did like some parts, so I'm gonna give it 1.75, which I will round off to 2. Shut up. Yes, I'll round it off to 2. 1.75 because I
Well,
did
it's
like
higher
high.
than birthday girl.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I think I might have to change birthday girl though to 2.
Okay. All right. You do whatever you got to do.
I do
You,
me.
That's
Wait,
right.
that
you do
sounded weird.
you.
That sounded weird. I do me.
It did. It just
You
sounded a bit weird. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I'll
Lisa,
round it
what
up
is your
to 2.
rating?
My rating is 3.5.
Oh, are you rounding it up or down?
I think I'm going to round it up to a 4.
Oh,
I'm going to be
okay.
generous. I'm going to round it
Oh.
up to a 4.
Oh, so that's 4.5 to 4 stars. 5 stars for me, Anna Wang. I got you, girl.
I gotcha. Feeling
2
gotcha.
stars, 2 stars from Emmy, and 4 stars from Lisa.
1.75.
Okay, 1.75 and 3.5 to 4 stars from Lisa. Bravo, guys. Bravo. Good pick, Lisa, for me, not for Emmy, and
I know,
Elle
me
too.
too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so I think Emmy, now it's your turn to
What's
do
the
the
My
next?
next
turn.
What's
Okay.
pick.
what's the next
So
book pick?
so everyone knows
Ah,
what I'm gonna pick. I'm not changing it. I don't care what you guys say. I feel like it's time just for this month anyway. I know it's February that we're gonna do this, so it
It
should
should be
be
a month of
romance book.
love.
But I feel like every book is a love story between friends, between family. It could be romantic love, a love with money. So in a way, all books are love
it's
stories. So we
not
can still do
romance.
this. It's not romantic love, but it is still about love, love between family.
Family. Yeah, sure. Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
A oh my god, it's on Sunshine Nails by Mine
Okay.
Win. Mine
Sunshine
Win, a
Nails.
Yes.
Canadian author, and the book is set in Toronto. So we're Canadians. We all live in Toronto except for
Woo!
Elle. So I think it'll be a good pick. And it's supposed to be a lighthearted read about the Tran family.
Nails.
Yeah. Yeah, with the nail salon and everything. That'll be interesting.
Oh, that would be funny.
Okay.
I think is it supposed to be funny too?
Yeah, it's supposed to be yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Lighthearted, it says so.
All right. I'm looking
Okay.
forward to it. I already bought it.
Yes.
Yeah. I know
Okay.
Elle bought it and then Lainey.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's
Support,
okay,
support,
Elaine.
support the local art. Support the
Local.
local
She's
authors.
a graduate of Ryerson.
Oh,
Oh,
yay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's but I don't think she was born in Toronto though. I think she was born in Manitoba or something. But mine win. Yes. All right.
all right. Okay. Is this it? Is this the end of our episode 6? Okay. Well, thank you guys. I mean, this is way more chaotic than normal. but there, it's a new
I mean,
year.
you didn't think it can get any more chaotic, but
It
guess what? We can prove you right.
Yes.
can.
We tried.
Okay.
We tried.
So thank you if you're still watching. If you are. So Emmy, like and
Don't
subscribe.
forget to like and subscribe. Please comment down below as well if you have any
Yeah,
questions for us.
I know. Bad, good, doesn't matter. Comment. Whatever. We'll take it. We all take it with a grain of salt, anyways.
Yes.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank
Later.
you.
Happy New
Bye.
Year.
Happy New Year.